Morning world, welcome to Friday the 12th of June. Right, so this morning we're heading back over to the barn site. Baldwins are kind of nearing the end of the job now. Oh, I'm not used to that noise. Have I got a tooth missing off my starter ring? I hope not. News. Is there any news? There's not really much to tell you from yesterday. Not a lot has gone on in the last 12 hours. Like I say, we're on our way over to drop my little digger off again. I think, as I understand, their small mini digger is employed on another site elsewhere, and I've got one, and I've offered it to them, and they've said yes, please. So, hopefully, when it comes to the final bill, we'll negotiate a little bit for the use of. I mean, they have done a few extra bits and bobs for us, so it's probably going to be a bit of give and take, I expect. So anyway, it is 9:15. I promised to have the machine there around about 9 o'clock, so I'm probably going to be about 5 minutes late. I can live with that. Quite windy out this morning, so the tree team are going to have some fun. They got a 12-metre Elwoodii conifer to take down this morning, right next to someone's garage. So fortunately for us, we got a cherry picker, so it should not be too difficult for them. Well, that's that sorted. They are on their way. We've had an issue with the gate posts and the hinges and the gates or whatever else, and one doesn't match the other whatever else, so we've got to change the hinges on our new gate posts. So they're having to fabricate some bits and bobs. They've also been saying that they've got to fabricate something for the door, which they're doing first. So they are on their way. So I'm just going to drop the machine off and disappear. I'll just hide it. That works for me.
Don't eat that. Did you want to play again? Did you want to play again? Is that what it was? That's too slippery for you, isn't it? No traction, no traction.
Yeah, I think that's a fairly squeaky smooth floor, judging by the sounds coming from the dog's feet. You're nudging me. Okay. Okay. Don't know what that is. That looks like some stuff. Well, we are almost, nearly, just about. There. I don't know if it's the sound of the floor and her feet that she likes to squeak. Daft creature, eh? Oh, anyway, so that's the apron. It did rain yesterday afternoon, so obviously the top mill has had the cement washed out of it, and some of it has been swept back in here. But that'll wear off and clean up, so if anything, it's probably made this surface a little bit more grippy, better traction. So, all right, let's get that thing off. Apparently the gates will be hung today, so I can come back later on with a dirty great big chain and padlock. Come on, come on, come on, come on, up you get. Where are you? Come on, up you get. Go on, good girl. That's it, you get up in there. Right, that's that done. Well, the guys have turned up, so I can disappear off and do something else. Windy, overcast, still quite warm though. Morning. Lovely day for it. Right, I'm warm now. I've just got back up from moving the electric fence down for the cattle. I didn't take the camera down. One is blowing a gale down there, so all you'd have heard would be and I kind of needed both hands to do it. So anyway, so the cattle which we put on the left hand side of the bottom field are now on the right hand side. I've shut them out of the left hand side with the electric fence, so there is still actually a bite out there. There's still plenty of grub out there, so I'm loath to top it because my topper takes it down quite tight. And as I mentioned in a previous video, I kind of need to work out a way of not cutting it so tight. And it's okay. The thing is, the flail works better the closer to the ground it is. So I might have to maybe look at a flail blade, a swinging blade topper to go over the grass as well. The flail is brilliant for rough cutting, for knocking stuff down tight, for sorting out thistles, because if you cut a thistle with a swinging blade topper, if it's in head, the chances are it can still go to seed on the ground. If the flail tends to smash it to pieces and sorts it out. So we'll have to again look at it, but it's just another piece of machinery that I need a couple of times a year, and is it worth it? I don't know. Anyway, I've had a couple of parcels. This one came actually a week or so back, and it's from Ian Blake. He did message me and ask me if I'd received it, and I have, Ian, and I did say that I would reveal it. So obviously I've already opened it, but Ian has sent me a new keyring, and I can't make up my mind whether to leave it in the packet, because I kind of like it is, you know, sort of like that, or do I take it out? I mean, I wouldn't use it for my tractor key per se, because parts of it are a bit too delicate. I think it'd break it, but I could use it as my spare tractor key fob. So what do you reckon? Keep it in the packet or put it on the tractor keys? You guys can decide. So that's that one. Thank you very much, Ian. Appreciate that. That's the other side. And I've also had another parcel, which I'm going to open very carefully because the gentleman's address is on the side there as well, from Mr. Slaughter in Oregon, USA. Now, Phil, you did say you were going to send me something, and I have been looking out for it, and today it's arrived. So, blimey, the postage was steep. So we're going to open this, like I say, very carefully, so I'm not giving away anybody's address. What have we got in here? It's a t-shirt. Oh, and I'll come to that in a minute. You don't scare me. I have. Yeah, that is absolutely spot on. Thank you, Phil. I like that. What size are you? Extra large. There. Large. Well, I'll certainly fit in that. Thank you very much indeed. I like that. Thank you very much indeed. I think my daughters like that too. Let me go there. And we also seem to have something else in here. What have we got? I need. Okay, I can read that. So, hi Ian, just a small gift of our appreciation for what you do for us that watch your channel. You're doing a great job. Number 11 is one of our favourite sheep. It would be. Hug Abby and the girls for us. Regards, Phil. No, I won't read that bit because that's his address. Phil, thank you very much, Phil. So I appreciate that. And that's his card, so we'll put that over there as well because you don't need to see that. And what have we got in here? Intrigue. It's always nice opening gifts from subscribers, and like I said, I don't like calling people fans because I just don't think of someone who has fans, but friends. It's nice opening gifts from new friends, so to say. So here we have, I got a funny thing, I know what this is. Right, it's a pig for Abby. She's going to like that. So, do you squeak? What's that button for? There's a button on it. Is it light? I reckon that's a torch. Maybe it needs a battery. Is it? Oh no, it's got a speaker on it. Maybe it squeaks. Hang on a second. Produces an entertaining sound effect, and it does have a light on it. So, okay. All right, well, I'm going to put that back in there, Phil, and I'm going to let Abby open that herself, because that is for her, not for me. She can play with that. So, right, thank you very much indeed. Right, so it is midday. I've not actually achieved an awful lot today. I had to take the digger over to the build site. The builders weren't there when I got there because they had to fabricate some stuff before they came over. I've kind of left them to there tied up because there's no point me up the over there standing in the way. Nobody really wants somebody standing watching them work, you know, because, well, I don't. So I've left them to it. I got to go back over again at 4 o'clock to pick the machine up, bring it back. But by that time we will have the gates fitted. They're redoing the hinges on the gates, and I believe we're having top hinge up, bottom hinge down, which means you can't just steal the gates. You'd have to literally cut them off, because I think once they're set up, we will probably weld nuts on the end of the adjustments for the hinges themselves. So literally the only way to take the gate off is to cut it off. And if they really want it that bad, well, they'll cut it off. Again, we have deliberately not hung brand new gates there. We had some older gates on the farm. we don't tend to hang brand new gates on the roadside if we can help it, because they're shiny, and anything shiny people want. So although they might not be the prettiest gates in the world, they will be functional and they will be locked. So right, so this afternoon for me, I have got to do a load of wood chip to a client in the town, and I think I'm going to put the topper on, and I'm going to just go and take the bents off again out on the golf course on the bit I cut with a mower. That's ready for the archers to come on Sunday, so it means they can find their arrows, and it won't hurt to take the tips off that again anyway. And Saturday, tomorrow, or even today if I've got time, I got a bit of topping to do down the local factory as well, so I can do that at the same time. We're not cutting any grass for hay or haylage because we're getting showers. We're forecast, I think, a bit more is grey out there. Nothing's going to dry, so it's kind of pointless mowing it unless you're going to wrap it straight away. So that's that. So I haven't got a dreadfully busy day again. So, but it is Friday. So, hey. So nice to have a few quiet days, because you can't go flat out all the time. You cannot burn the candle at both ends. So right, okay, I am going to go and put the topper on the tractor. Let's do that. Do you know, I reckon we're in for a bit of wet later on. I can smell it. Coming from the north too. Right, so far so good. The other thing I need to do, I know it's on float, but sometimes just pushing the hydraulic lever in both directions and then leaving them in neutral just equalises the pressure on both the valves. I actually find that usually works better then leave it in float. Alright, I wonder if the prop shaft's going to play today. Just for once. Looks like it's supposed to. Okay, hydraulics on, PTO on, top link done, secure, bottom link secure, bottom link secure. We're good to go. 10 to 1. Probably going to rain. Actually, I think I might take the trailer off, put a little wood chip on my Land Rover, get that delivered before lunch if I've got time, or just after lunch, because that's a job means I've got to get out in it. And this afternoon, if it rains, doesn't matter because I'm in here. That's a plan. We'll come back to the tractor. Just gave the lads a tray full of Holly's cakes. Any left? Oh, you haven't eaten them all then? What's the favourites? Has he not? What did you have? Coffee or a pinky one?
Pink one.
Pink?
Yeah, it had no slicing on.
It's alive.
Put them in the cab as well, just in case.
Yeah.
That's a brand spanking new battery.
It's just got 3 different size bulbs on it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There's only 2 of them.
Hey, what, sorry? What did you say?
Even though there's only 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
That size is 10, and that's 11, that's a 12.
Oh. Different.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, because I presume the old battery was knackered, hopefully that'll work. Is that Mr. Gab? OG cakes. Right, I'm going to go and load up some wood chip. Looks like I've got a bit to push up first. Push that lot up, and then 3 cube of that in the back of there. It just fits, if I pack it tidy. That's our pile of shredded green waste from last time, and that's the new pile awaiting shredding. When I got a big enough heap of it, I'll put the screener on the digger and we'll screen some of it out. think we call that pretty full load. I have got high sides for this, so I can actually put it up a lot higher, in which case I can easily carry 4 cube on here, but 3.5 buckets on there is basically 3 cubic meters, so as long as it's safe, and that ain't going to go very far. I've actually only got to take it up about 1 mile, so as long as I make sure my load is safe. That's going nowhere. Well, that was interesting. I was just on my way over to pick up machine and via the post office, and one of our local primary schools that we do quite a lot of work at, SOS us, with some branches falling off a sycamore tree, so we are going to go and sort that out for them on Monday, because there's no kids using that area Monday, so it's safe for us to do it then. So right then, where was I? Oh yeah, post office again. I think we might have timed that just about right, because that lot's coming towards us. Biscuit, come on. Come here. Biscuit. In you go. No, this way. In there. Go on, get in the dry. Otherwise, I'll have a soggy dog in the cab. Right, go look at the progress. Farmer P Senior is surveying us off. Rain has stopped play. That out there is what we call, hang on, I've got to find something dry to wipe my lens with. Hang on, let's try that. That better? That's actually slowed down for a minute. That absolutely hammered down. And of course the wind's coming from the northeast. We've got no big door on there, so it's blowing all the way into the barn. There's actually a wave being pushed down into the barn by the wind. So hopefully when we've got a big door on, that won't be an issue, because we won't have the door open. Right then. I reckon that was a good move putting you in there, Biscuit, because one of us is drenched and it's not you. I think I'll turn some heat on. Ooh, that's cold. Right, I'm going home. It's literally been raining for about 15 minutes, I suppose. And the amount of water that's hit the ground, I reckon we must have had a good inch of rain in 15 minutes, because that was lashing down. Or I'll get home and I'm going to find all the cattle in the barn. Like, they would have seen this coming and there would have been a stampede at the field to get in the shed, so it's just as well I left the gates open, because they would not be happy.